to summarize what we are saying here, sometimes the opportunity is just about money, but you need to evaluate also the work, the job, if this can provide to you like a good quality of life. Sometimes don't think the money enough, so even if you have a big amount of money, like you need to check about your routine if it's something that you can go for it. So for now, I'm happy with my work, but always I'm evaluating this. So I think it's nice. And that's it about me. Thanks.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, and just to finish about me, I decided to start my current work to receive less than I was receiving in another company that I asked to be fired, to be fired, right? So yeah, that's it. I had more benefits, better salary, and even with this, I decided to change. And yeah, and for you, Luis?
Yes, I left a 20-year career in the public service, because I was totally smashed by the work routine, and was not my values kind of things. And well, it's this.
If you are happy, that's the main point, man.
Yes.
Do you wanna say something more about you, or we can start with the conversation?
No, no, we can start, Oswaldo.
Okay. So go ahead, my friend. Go ahead. If you can start with the first question, feel free.
I am not with the questions here. Let me.
Okay. I can put for us on the chat.
Okay.
No, no problem. Just give me some seconds. Yeah.
Okay,
It,
okay. Well, question number one. What can make it easier for someone open and share personal stories? Well, confidence about who you are sharing your your personal stories, because personal stories is part of our life, and it's not a good share with everyone. At least the male ones. So
Mhm.
I think you need to always be aware with who you are sharing your personal stories, because it's your life, and we don't
Mhm.
know how other people, the other person, will understand what are you saying, because sometimes you are sad. It depends, with how you say this. I think it's this as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so I'm in a high speed today. I forgot to mention about what the topic is today. We'll discuss about building friendship in adulthood and how our patterns can impact in our way to make friends, something like this. And I'd like to listen to you, Lurian, please.
So I think it's you need to have a connection with someone, and the way this connection will start, it's depend of the relation. For example, like here in Talk and Talk, we are sharing a lot of personal stories between us because we had this connection. We are
Mhm.
students of other language. We want to talk about our life in other language. So since we have the same thing in common, the same goals, we we find a way. But for sure, I cannot do this like in the beginning. Like I cannot. It's not so easy to share personal stories with an unknown person.
Yeah.
So I think the connection, the routine, the daily life make it easier for open up, and you realize how much you can share by the time that like oh, I'm know you better, I think you can share too with me. So if you can exchange, this is a good idea because you share and the other one share too. So it's
Mhm.
no it's a having a connection here. So I think it's about the daily life and the exchange of the relation.
Yeah, guys, I totally agree with you. I consider myself an open book person. However, it's important to filter uh, whose we have to share these personal information, right? My point of view, we need to know a little bit. For example, I like to mention. I like to. Sometimes I talked with my wife about this. I usually to talk a little, some minutes with some person, and do you know when you feel good or bad close to anyone, someone, you know? Sometimes I don't know if that's related our experiences. However, sometimes I feel that person is a good one to share. For example, uh, to be honest, in Talk and Talk, I have some colleagues, some classmates, right? But there are some special people here. I can share some of them for you. Yanka, for example, I think both of you know Yanka. I really like to talk to her. I had some discuss about feedbacks that she sent to me in the past, and yeah, it was invaluable feedback I received for her from her. For example, Lurian is another one because I talked a lot. We sometimes we talk a lot at the WhatsApp DM, right, Lurian? uh,
Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah. And Louise, it's a new friend here, but I feel so good when we are talking about Louise. I talked to you some minutes before Lurian joined us, but if I meet you in person, I'm sure that you are kind of person that I would like to know better, right? Do you know what I mean? Because I think I realized that you and me have similar backgrounds in our lives, no? I realized this. And yeah, and I had another great friend in the past called Carlos. Do you don't know who is Carlos, Luis? But he stayed here a lot of years, and he worked in an American company currently, and that guy was that recommended me to work with him in the company that he was working by the time, you know. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, didn't work because the position wasn't related what I do. So the company decided to choose another person, and yeah, I said during the interview I'd like to have this opportunity. However, I need to learn a lot of stuff. If that wouldn't be problem for you, I can learn for sure. But yeah, that was the only opportunity that I received by recommendation here, you know. And I talked a lot with Carlos, and he is a great guy. He shared amazing experience. He worked in a public service like you, Luis. He was a police officer in the past. So yeah, it was amazing. I really like you, Carlos. And yeah, I think he is that. So uh yeah, everyone answered, I guess. So yeah, that's it. Let's move on to another one. Luria, could you start with the next one, please?
Yes. So this second question, how may joining a club or group help you build friendships? So first of all, like I share the same opinion with you, Osvaldo, about there are some people here that we feel more connected. So I really like Yanka too. And in the beginning, I was trying, I was, oh, let me participate of this immersion here. Let me check if I like, if I like the environment. And sometimes I'm more here because of to see people and of course practice the other language than actually, oh, I'm here just because of the English or just because of,
Yeah.
you know, uh, it was like my routine. So now I know like my routine changed a lot, but to answer the question is about that because when you have something in common with someone, so if you join in a club, it's because you have something in common, you know, in a community. So here, like everyone wants to learn another language. You can go to the gym. It's another community. You can do like a sport. So if you find something in common to share, the after like you are sharing just the what you like, you know, about it, but you start to share like personal stuff too. So to build a friendship, first, for sure, you need to find a good reason, you know, to talk with
Mhm.
someone. So it's a good way to break the ice, you know, like just find something to talk like here. Oh, what do you think about learn another language? Is your challenge? And suddenly you just realize that you are sharing personal stories. So this connection, this thing in common helps a lot. That's it.
And do you think it's possible to build friendship and not using any kind of club or group?
I believe so, but I don't see how, because maybe like for example, if you are walking in the street and you find another one, but you know, like every time you need to do something and you find someone, I don't know, like
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard to imagine the situation right now because if it's something random, right? What the other person is doing that make you like find a connection. So but I think it's possible. Okay, I think it's possible, but I'm trying to imagine the situation here.
Yeah, for me, the hardest part for it is the time, because if we invest time trying to do this, we wouldn't do what we need to do, right? Because the time. And for you, Luis, what do you think?
Well, I think when we start to join in a club or find people who has the same interests with you, like uh, going to festivals, going to music stores or motorcycle clubs, it's just like a first step, can works or not because. But I think that is cool. It's cool. Sometimes work, but sometimes don't work. And I think it's interesting because life can pop up to us a lot of a surprise, about friendships. For this talking talk for me is more personal than professional or student,
Yeah.
because it's like the small surprise that become big surprise, like well, I had a lot of immersion fluid as well, a lot of good conversations. Well, we had Ayla, we have Ayla that I miss their immersion, her immersion. And yes, is life can show to us small surprise. For instance, I like to walk in my neighborhood 5 a.m., so you have different kinds of person, You have that guys who is back into the party, the
Mm-hmm.
old ones cleaning the front of house, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you start with a good day, so you start they start to the greetings, and suddenly you are in a bakery drink coffee, so it's not a friendship, but there is a human connection, you are talking about the problems of the neighborhood, you are talking about the price of the coffee and the kind of things,
Uh-huh.
you know. It's a,
Uh-huh.
the interaction, so it's amazing, you know.
Yeah, that what a wonderful mood we had have been started our day today. I really like your point of views, guys. Um, and yeah, in my point of view about the questions, I think it's crucial we join a club or group to make friendship nowadays, especially because as I mentioned, our day to day is so busy, you know. So if we don't find some common interest, I think it's hard to make new friendship nowadays. Nowadays, at the moment, you know, I appreciate the same you mentioned, Luis. I like to wake up, listen birds, for example, or going to the gym. I don't like the exercise itself, to be honest, you know. But I know that I'm doing a good. I've been doing good habits for my body, for my health, you know. So I feel good with this just for it, you know. I don't care if I don't like the exercise itself. For me, the most important thing is I'm doing what I like, and about real friendship for me is this, you know. Of course, in my point of view, guys, my point of view, I don't like to be close people that only make me positive feedback, you know what I mean. I like to receive constructive feedback. I like to yeah, I think that's important, my important part of life, you know, to uh, uh, have someone to open your eyes what you are doing wrong, something like this. Yeah. Because of this, my relationship with my wife works, you know. She's totally different from me. So it's important, you know, for me, my point of view, of course. Uh, yeah, let's move on. I think it's my turn. Yeah, question number 3. Do you think adults can form deep friendship without shared activities? Why or why not? That's something we are discussing. I think we can make a friendship without shared activities, but I think the time it's hard, you know. For example, about Yanka, to be honest, about Yanka, she knows this, right? The beginning of our relationship here wasn't easy, you know. We had some discussions during the immersions. However, along the time, we realized that w- we could help each other, you know, in how to make our immersions better and another stuffs. Important to mention, Yanka was the person that shared to me about the Gene Rats Philip group. Uh, Philip had created a Gene Hat group to share um, physical activities, you know, body activities. And I've never heard about this, and Yanka shared to me, oh, what do you think to participate this? I searched, oh, okay, it's a good idea, and I'm in there. I'm in there. Including I'm invite you if you do some exercise, any kind of exercise, it doesn't matter, and want to keep you motivated to do, it's a good method, you know. It's a kind of social media. It's easy just to share what activity you are doing, and yeah, that's it. That's and you can see a kind of ranking inside of these groups to keep us motivated, you know. So yeah, Yanka was the person that shared this research for me, for example, you know. And yeah, and for you, Lurian.
I agree that we can have a relation without to share like activities, but I think it's hard, like you said. It's depend of time. So you have intention, you like that person, but maybe if you consider that talking it's activity, just to talk with someone else, it's activity. Like maybe it's a good way to think, because our adult life is really hard. We don't have a lot of time. We prioritize other activities. So to find a time for you, I need to include you in some activities that I like. And by the way, here when I like to travel, and when I have the opportunity to visit a city that I know some of you lives, normally I visit the person. So here in Talk and Talk, since I started, I visit like Brasilia, and I had a person there, and I
Mm-hmm.
visit also Niterói, and I had another person there. So it was really nice that I could uh, see, the people here in personal. And when I have the opportunity, for sure I do this. But why? Because it's in my routine, you
Yeah.
know. So it's easy because of that. And about Gene Rats, I totally know this this app. I'm actually right now in a challenge for Carnival, because normally people around me do this challenge not just for
Mm-hmm.
exercise, but for
Mm-hmm.
drink more water, to eat fruits, vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in one that it's over since yesterday, and I am in another one until tomorrow. So I think this is a good
Mm.
motivation, to keep you like doing the activities. And I think it's really nice. So I know this app and
Uh-huh.
how it works. That's it.
Oh, so Gene heads, there are these uh, so we have how to set limits, time limits, or a specific goals inside the Gene heads. I didn't know this. I haven't know this.
Yes,
Interesting.
you can do a lot of things, and some
Mm-hmm.
people they are using G-Rats to official competitions, because the picture and the video that you publish, they can see the hour, the time, the date. They
Mm-hmm.
can see if it's you, if it's a fake or not. So some people they
Mm.
are using Gene for other stuffs, so
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
great, great. I had no idea about this. Interesting, interesting.
Mm.
And for you, Luis, what do you think?
Well, I think is possible. Even you don't have the same interests, because sometimes meet people with different interests is very cool as well. Because the experience to share, to talk, sometimes can make a friendship grown up, you know. So I think that is special as well because with some boundaries and limits, uh, if you have opportunities to talk with different kind of people, it's cool, because the experience to share is very important. Share is to care, I think.
Mhm.
So I think it's this.
Because of these guys, I think childhood relationship is the most deeply relationship in our lives because we usually made friends in a deep way without know this, and it's for me we don't have time to build this kind of relationship in adult life, you know. Uh, and yeah, that's it. Luis, I'd like to continue with you. What mustn't you do during your first conversation with a new friend? What not to do?
I don't know because Sometimes, well, I was a member, all my friends, and I have a very close friend. I can say my best friend. We start our friendship, make jokes about our appearance in that time because when we are teenagers, we were very fresh guys, only black clothes and typical teenager rock and roll,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
we are friends until today, So, but I think you need to be over polite and open mind about new when you have possibility to have this guy can be my friend, So I think respect as well is a very is a first rule as well, and is this.
Yeah, in my point of view, we mustn't be a kind person. We have to be a kind person. I don't know if I am. Do you know what I try to mean? Um, well, yeah, I think that's the most important thing. If you if you would be um yeah, how can I find this word? Um, aggressive person. I think it's not a good way to start a conversation with anyone. I think that for me that's it. We need to be kind. It doesn't matter the situation. And for you, Lurin.
I agree about the kindness. I think this is polite and kind is some something that you need to have with you like forever, But if I think it's two things that I think all the time because I'm an open person. So I try to respect the other one since I am more extroverted person. So
Mm-hmm.
for sure, I will not share like deep stuff, about I will just talk about traumas, about heavy things, like I will not try to interrogate or try to ask a lot of questions about the life of the other one. I think this is even if this the conversation is in online or in personal, but something impersonal that all the time I like to think is don't touch the other one. I know a lot of people they don't like to be touched, like
Yeah.
just and I am a person who I love to hugs and so I try to be I slow, like and normally if I want to, oh, can I give you a hug? And okay, okay. So normally I ask. Uh so I think it's like that. You cannot force
Yeah.
something because you need to find the limits first. No.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree with you. Um, yeah, I'm like you. I like to touch other part, but yeah, that's something that I always had to pay attention along my life, as you mentioned. Luri, I'd like to continue if you could you choose some questions for us, please?
Yes. Uh, okay. Okay. The question number 6. What
Mhm.
activities could you try that might help you to meet new people? Sometimes, guys, I feel this is about me, okay? I feel that my friends they are not in the same routine than me, okay? Because of life, even though we like the same things, we have some kind of connection. Maybe the life in this year and this moment is not helping us to be together. So I try all the time to find new groups. Like the last group that I found was a group of women that everyone was like single, and I am not single, but because of they was they was sharing the problems with the past relations. And
Hmm.
I had this in my life too. So now I
Hmm.
am in a relation, and I can see what was bad in the other one, you know. But because of this connection, like we are uh, going out all the time now. So it started
Really?
with a big group, like more than 50 people, and now I have more me and more three of us that every month we try to hang out and be together, you know, in a bar, in a restaurant, just to talk about us. So I like to have these, you know, I like to join in a groups, but I think you need to be open for this. Okay, it's not something that you can do like without to be out of your routine. So I like to find groups of video games that I like it. I like to volunteer for charity, you know. So the other day, someone proposed me, oh, let's to go to this place to help the dogs, the pets in general. So this helped me a lot to open for new group and for new people as well. Okay, so try to find or maybe the same thing that you like, or maybe new things that maybe you don't imagine. And I think these kind of activities can help you to find new people that has the same interest than you.
Well, as I always say, it's always hard to answer any question after Luri. For me, you said everything, and it's your challenge, Luis.
Yes, I'm not. I can't add more things because Eluding was nailed it. So, but I think that we need to be open to life, you know. So, I think sometimes that's big surprises that start with small things is important, you know, because life is no what will happen to you, you know. So I think that's amazing. You need to be open and sometimes make new friends or groups or start new groups, new activities tells a lot about the moment we are in life, you know. So it's part of life, you know, when we are moving in life, you know, so we are not stuck and we are uh, looking for realizations and try to enjoy life in a better way, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And for me, it's more challenge now after both of you answers. Well, I'd like to mention I've built a platonic bond during my online games last years. And that guy is a police officer at Rio de Janeiro, and I've met him during online session, a specific kind of game, and currently we discuss about everything, guys. It's interesting. He is younger than me, right? Uh, Not so much, but for example, he doesn't he he haven't children, for example, so he likes to listen me sharing my experience in this department, this business. And he used to share interesting stuff about his life. So I created a strong relationship with a guy in a in common way for the last years, you know. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So I'd like to bring for games. You know, you can build good relationships from games if you have your minded open approach, you know, like Luis mentioned. And yeah, that's it. uh yeah, I think it's my turn to choose a question. Let me see. Um, wow. I'd like to discuss the last question. In what ways might friendships change once someone starts a family or focuses on work? Well, man, if you are focused in something, you could try to find a friendship related what you are doing. For example, if you are focused in work, maybe could be interesting to build relationship related this, or a family, as Lurian said very well about the girls group, that single girls group. So it's another way to find relationship, in my point of view. Mm, even though uh, no, if you don't have time to um, invest a lot of time in another topic. That's the case, I guess. So you have to search in the environment that you are. Yeah, that's it. And for you, Lurian.
I agree with you, Osvaldo. And just since I like a lot to have someone to go out, to hang out with people, I think it's because of that I'm an open person to find a new people, new groups. In my age right now, I don't like to say this because for me we don't have uh, this kind of standards anymore. But I'm about to turn 36, and in my age, what is the normal life? And then I don't want to say normal in a bad way, okay? But common life, maybe it's better word. If you are married and if you have kids, and I have a lot of friends that they are in this moment right now, so I cannot share the same experience with them. Like, I have a good friend, she's like the same age than me, and now her daughter, I think, is like 8 years old. eight eight
Ooh.
years old. And we are friends, we try to do something together, but not anymore. She said to me that the social life of her now is going to the parties for her daughter, for the friends of her daughter. So imagine me, like, I'm going out for carnival, for parties, and she is doing something totally different, and she
Children
has,
parties.
yes, she has the same age than me. No, the
Mm.
same. So if I wait, like, people around me have the time to hang out with me, I no, I will wait forever. So I think this is about to find new relation, new friendship, another way. So you need to be open for that. I don't know, like I don't know, like if you really can have the same kind of experience or activities with someone for all your life if you don't have the same life. But you
Mm.
can try, maybe, like, oh, once a week, let's to take a coffee together. Like, I think you can find a space in your agenda to have a coffee with me, even if you, okay, have a 2 3 children and I have none. So I think both of interests need to be the same, but it's really hard with the routine. So you need to find a way. That's it.
The day would have more than 24 hours, you know?
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
we have a different kind of activities, social things, and they are my friends, but
Mhm.
I know they are. I like to say this. I have friends, and Bianca likes this because she said, "Nossa, Luri, you have a lot of friends." Yes, but I have friends of routine, friends that now they are in the same mood than me, so we hang out a lot. And I have a lot of friends that they are not in the same moment, but we
Mhm.
try to see. often, but not all the time.
I got you. I got you. And for you, Luis, tell us your perspective, please.
Well, I think that is part is natural part way of life, no? Because if you think about our relationships and friendships in the high school, in the college, in the our 20s, 30s, so I think it's something that will happen with all of us. So I think that for this reason that yes, we have friends that will be forever with us. Doesn't matter if we don't have more interest in common, those kind of things, but these people will be our friends forever. But the routine, everyone has different routine. Life happens different for everyone, and it is an opportunity as well, no? Because you need to, like you said all this time in this immersion, we need to be open for new friends because we don't know wherever this can happen, you know. And
Yeah.
it's a there's a kind of beautiful in this, you know, because shows to you that your life is not stuck. Because for instance, I have a lot of friends from the public service that they are friends for a long time and they make the same things. They know, so I think that's it's good start new things always.
Yeah, I got. Oh, I put my cell phone number on the chat, but I have to fix one number nine. Yeah, yeah, that's okay. Luis Lurian had my cell phone. If you want to send a message, feel free. Okay, we
Oh,
can talk about everything if you like. Uh, and I can send you my LinkedIn, these stuffs. Guys, to finish our conversation, we talked a lot about diverse ways to keep relationship, and I'd like to ask you. Let's practice something. What can be a good way to ask someone to hang out again? The question number 7. Okay. Um, Luis, what do you think?
just call the people. Just guy, just call. Hey, let's hang out. Okay, if it's not, just let. And sometimes this starts a new adventure as well, you know, because well, some Sundays ago, a friend called me. Well, let's go to a ride, and we almost die, you know. So just call and make the things happen.
Yeah, yeah, I do the same. Um, 1 week before I moved to my current place, I organized a lunch with friends that I know I've met in my high school, high school or elementary school, so more than 20 years. I just send them a message, guys, let's make a lunch this week because next week I'm gonna move on, and I want to see you. And yeah, we booked it and we did. It was so interesting. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I agree with you. And for you, Lurian.
I agree. I think we need to go straight to the point, like just call it and just say it. I don't like to beating around the bush. Like I don't like to. I'm a practical person. So, like I said about the friends that I have, and sometimes I just want to be with them. I just let's do something now, tomorrow, not
Yeah,
next
that's
week.
it.
Like give the options and find a way to the other one, like book, like in the agenda. So I think it's like that, and I don't. I how can I say, like I'm not afraid maybe to just
Mm-hmm.
send a message for someone and oh, how are you? I was thinking about you. I hope you like, even if I know I will not see this person like right now, I like to keep in touch.
Mm-hmm.
So I just talk, and a lot of, oh, Luria, I thank you for your words, like that. And I said, yes, but you need
Yeah.
to do the same. I think is what is it?
It's
Uh,
simple, right, guys? It's
yeah,
simple. But I
exactly.
know that some people usually to create excuse. People excuse a lot to not do what they need to do. Um, and yeah, I remember in this situation I mentioned, I had a meeting that I would, if I would think only my responsibility, I wouldn't go there, But I decided just to reschedule my appointment. That's it. Friendship, especially if you really